Hi from the Salto River. You're not expecting a video from the Salto River, right? I know you're waiting for the second part of our road trip on the Taylor Highway. Last week we went to Chicken and I told you a little bit about the gold rush history and the history of Chicken. Today we will follow the Taylor Highway a little bit further on. If you go all the way to the end, you will end up in the town Eagle. The Taylor Highway at one point makes a left turn, and this is when you get to the town of Eagle, town and native village of Eagle. If you continue going straight, it becomes the Top of the World Highway. The Top of the World Highway is named for the absolutely fantastic view you have from that road.
Since the beginning of the 1890s, Boundary served the local mining communities. Part of the original Boundary Lodge, built in 1926, can be still seen here. It's not that long ago that the lodge was actually open and you could get like tires repaired and you could get gas and some food here. Now everything is in ruins.
Okay, let's go back to the Taylor Highway and be adventurous and go on this really narrow, winding dirt road all the way to Eagle. Enjoy your drive. we will have one stop here. And this is at the 40 Mile River. And I'll do this for the outhouse. Yeah, maybe because I need to use this, but also it's not just me who uses the outhouse. You know that bears are very clean animals, right? You know that bears like to use porcelain to do their business? Have you ever seen the bears running around in the woods with their toilet paper? I remember there were bears last winter coming out of their den where they hibernated with toilet paper. I remember that. Maybe you should look up that video with the bears. Anyhow, this outhouse at the 40 Mile River wayside, you should stop there because there's proof that bears use outhouses. Here you go.
Eagle started out as a trading post on the Yukon River here in the Alaska's interior region in 1880. Gold was discovered in this 40 Mile River area in 1886, in Circle, which is also on the Yukon River, in 1893, and then on the Klondike near Dawson City in the Yukon Territory in 1896. Eagle, when you look at it, all is located at the Yukon River, so Eagle became a very important strategic location as a center for transportation, trade, and communication for this whole area. In 1898, it had a population of 1,700, and it had 500 cabins and tents where the people lived in.
So this is a courthouse to the right, and it's a museum now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here to the left, that's a fire bell house, or whatever you call it.
Water pump house.
And the water pump house.
It looked like Eagle would have been able to become the major city here in the interior of Alaska. But then in 1901, some miners drifted westwards to Nome, where gold was discovered. And then in 1904, Judge Wickersham moved his court to Fairbanks. This is the Amundsen Park in Eagle. But why is there a monument for the explorer Amundsen here? When he finished the Northwest Passage in the summer of 1905, he left his ship at the coast and traveled along the Yukon River to Eagle. Why Eagle? Well, there was a telegraph station here, and from here he could telegraph into the world that he finally managed to travel the Northwest Passage. He stayed for 2 months. The federal government sent the US Army to Eagle as a law enforcement here in this territory of Alaska, which was not a state yet.
The building remained uninsulated, unlike the mule barn, which was insulated with sawdust.
I really hope you enjoyed our time here on the Taylor Highway, and especially today our time at the top of the world, at Boundary and at Eagle. The weather was pretty mixed when we were traveling. We had beautiful sunny days, but we also had rainstorms, and then one day there was hail that came down on our camper. We enjoyed the time, we relaxed, we enjoyed having no internet and no phone, just reading books, crafting a little bit, talking, drinking some wine, and just relaxing. It was pretty cool. But every trip comes to an end, and at one point we had to go home. Every time I go home or I get home from a longer trip, I'm always worried that moose went through my vegetable garden. But I was lucky, no moose. It was overgrown with weeds. The first thing I had to do was get rid of the weeds and see what is ready to get harvested here. And after one day of work, finally the garden is in a more or less acceptable state. It's really amazing how fast all the weeds grow within 1 week of being gone. That's it for this week's video, and that was part 2 of our road trip. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you next week or the week after. I cannot really promise when the next video will be uploaded. I just say, see you then. Bye bye.